Hi, my name is Britton Brown. Listen, if you found this, you are probably scouring YouTube for trading advice or different skills or tools. And I decided to start posting some videos and create a website that I would post my daily playbook. I cover in this crude oil, uh, the NASDAQ, gold, as well as Bitcoin. And I post every single day uh, my trade playbook with probabilities. The biggest thing I would tell you is if you're looking, you're struggling. If you're a new trader, start with this. I did this because I've seen the videos. I've seen a bunch of people out there with very little to no trading experience actually putting together large tribes of people that follow them for their advice. And the reality is that they are so clueless. When I look at their videos, I'm just shocked. I'm shocked at people that follow them. They are, if they're doing well, I'm suspect as to the validity of their trading. I've seen the way that they approach the market. This is about risk management first and probabilities of your trade. You can have a great trade on and be in a terrible location and ultimately be right, but you cannot absorb the losses to stay in the trade. And so what I wanted to do for those traders out there is put together traders that are actually very good at what they do. I've been doing this since 1991. I was a pit trader, transitioned over the screen, and ultimately what I endeavor to pull off for you is to give you sound technical reasons to make a trade. I see guys that make 50, 100 trades in a day, or 10 or 12. Listen, a busy day might be 4 trades, but what you want are high probability, quality trades. And if you can figure out how to do this, you can be around for as long as I've been around. And the reality is that the traders out there, or so-called traders, without the experience, haven't lived through the different types of markets that we trade. So here's what I endeavor, as I said, is to provide you daily with a playbook of the markets that I trade on a regular basis. And one thing I do is, people always ask me, well, how do you trade different markets the way you do? Well, I have a system, and it's a proven system, right? And so that is incredibly important. My risk ratios that I'm running, the probabilities are key. This is what keeps you in the game. So ultimately, here's what I'm proposing is come over, check out my website at tradehivecommunity.com. I'll have a link in there for you. Look at my daily playbooks. I don't do them every day, just so you know. But to kind of clarify what I was saying is that I'm looking for specific setups. I'm forecasting my trades for the highest probability, best opportunity trades out there. And along with that, what I'm looking at is I run quant programs that are looking at these different markets, and sometimes it tells me to stay out of it. Like today is Thursday in December, it's the 11th, and I came in with the NQ after the open was be bearish, right? So what a great trade that was. But it's mixed, right? It could be bullish, it could be bearish. So look for a really good entry point and know what that risk is and where you want to be out. And ultimately, it promoted a really solid trading opportunity. When it came to crude oil is incredibly bearish right now, but there is an opportunity that's developing for a potential bounce. I don't like to trade against the trend. I like to use the trend to my advantage. So what ultimately I'm doing with that, right, is I know where I want to be, where I want to take a shot, what is the highest probability side of that trade. But I'm also looking through the quant program every different price structure. Primarily, I want to know daily bias. I want to know what the 4-hour bias is, what the 30-minute is, what the 15 is, which is the highest volatility, and 5-minute is strictly just entry, right? How can I get my best entry off of the lowest time frame? Has nothing to do with my projection. It's just how do I get in, how do I get out? So Bitcoin is an example. There's more downside potential in Bitcoin if you're a Bitcoin trader, right? So I'm only going to take shorts at the high range above 93, above 94 for $1,500, $2,000 moves. And I don't really want to enter on the buy side until we go test that 83, 84. To me, it's just unfinished business. So it's telling me, hey, if you're going to trade it, this is where you want to be. This is what you want to look for. This is what you need to be profitable in trading. So that's what I endeavor to do for you. I'm not charging you anything to have access to it. I give it away for free simply because I feel sorry for you. I have to tell you, like it's really sad what aspiring traders are watching and thinking that this next guru is going to take them to the promised land. It's not going to happen for you. I'm sorry to tell you that, right? This is a tough business, and you have got to understand probabilities and risks. Sorry, the dogs found somebody outside. But I wanted to share that with you and invite you to go check that out. I've had multiple people ask me, would I do live trading sessions? I will tell you, I'm really close to thinking about doing that. I'm not going to give you my trades. I'll tell you when I'm in and when I'm getting out. But mostly those live trading sessions are simply going to be educational. Why are we doing this? Why aren't we doing this? What are the risk probabilities to this trade that give us the highest and best opportunity to make money, and where we want to be out, right? So you're not going to win all the time. That's, the Holy Grail is a fantasy, right? So what we want to do is limit our risk, know how to enter a trade, how to exit, how to let stuff run, how to hold things overnight. I'm not a prop trader. I am a real trader that trades real money on a regular basis. I often will trade all markets all the time. And so I think that's going to help you. That's the objective here. So if you like what you hear, there's no skin in the game for you, right? You actually are going to make better opportunities, see better opportunities, make better decisions long term, and hopefully help you become a profitable trader. This is a great business. I love it. It's done well for my family for a very long time, but this is a tough business. So I invite you, tradehivecommunity.com. Go check that out. And then, join up. You'll get an email letting you know those are out there as well. And then contact me if you want to do it live. Please make a thumbs up on this. It helps to get it out. But I truly want to help you. That's really the basis of it, and teach you how to do this as a long-term professional opportunity for you. And talk about the things that need to be talked about. I've talked about risk management. I've talked about this idea of these people that are doing these prop firms and they think they have $150,000. You don't. You have $3,500, right? Most people can afford 30. If they're getting into this business, you can afford to trade minis, micros, whatever, with very little capital. And that's what these prop firms are doing to you. They're over leveraging yourself. You have to figure out how to do this correctly. I also have videos on there. I trade an ATS master pattern, which is developed off of Wyckoff. Watch the videos. It will help you understand how I'm making my decisions. And again, this is, there's no new way to trade, right? Understand that indicators are past performance. And usually by the time an indicator like a stochastic or an RSI is pointing up, right? By that time, I'm probably exiting a trade, right? So what the key is to identify the market before that happens. That's a little tidbit of information. It's a golden nugget for you, right? So you won't see a bunch of indicators, but you will see lines on my chart. You will see trend lines on my chart. I do use one indicator, which is a 9 EMA and a 32 EMA. Go check that out if you're a NASDAQ trader. It's great, but I use it in all markets. And basically, that's just telling me if I have all time frames and the 9's above the 32, I'm bullish. It's really simple. I'm going to take a trade that might scare you out on a lower time frame because the 9's above the 32 in the 4-hour, the daily, the 60-minute, the 30, but there's a sweep down in the market. And I know that it's not going to last. It's not a high probability trade to be short down there. So I'm usually getting into a trade like that, right? So it's called divergence. Some people trade the MACD. Occasionally watch the MACD, but what I've learned over the years is I don't trade it from the perspective that everybody else does. I only trade it from a divergence situation. But I use the EMAs the same way. It's worked out very well for me long term. That is the only indicator you're going to see on my chart. But I look for, if you understand Wyckoff, I look for contraction and expansion and look for trends to develop, right? That is the way to make money long-term in this business. And again, quit over leveraging. I know you want to make $1 million, right? Build your account step by step. And what you'll find if you follow me is I trade a ton of different markets, not just those are my everyday trades, right? But I trade stocks, right? So I watch the Mag 7. It's the same system, right? And so it's going to give you, like I said, the best probability trades. I wish you all the luck. I hope you check it out. It will make you a profitable trader. It's made me a profitable trader for a very long time. And I want to help you help yourself. Have a great day.